You're listening to Morokai Momento. Delve deep into your imagination and experience a fantastical and enchanting journey. If you're willing and able, please support me on Patreon and with super thanks. Now, let's awaken your most passionate desires. Well, hello, my little subby. You came here today looking for something you desperately want to find. And you're listening to my voice, hoping it will guide you somewhere where you want to go. Well, sit or lie down and let this journey begin. Give your mind to me, and as you sink into your chair or bed, you relax. And as you relax, you realize that there is something deep inside you that wants to be communicated. A yearning in your unconscious. And you discover that it's a resource like no other, which can guide you to all of the secret places you want to be and provide you with vast amounts of knowing, of clear understanding, and I mean real, deep understanding of what it is that's in the dark of your mind. And as you let your mind flow deeper, following this line of thought, you realize you're transported into a different place. You look up in your mind's eye, and you can see me at the end of a long corridor, a hallway, if you will. And you know that when you reach me and kneel at my feet, you'll be where you belong. And when you're where you belong, kneeling at my feet, you know that you will be filled with such ecstasy, a happiness unlike any other you've felt, a joy so pure it could only be true submission. You begin to walk towards me, following my voice down the corridor, your bare feet slapping the floor. And as you take step after step, you begin to realize that you're not hearing any slapping sounds anymore. As a matter of fact, the floor feels rough. And you glance down, and you see that little spikes are beginning to protrude from the floor. They rise up as if the floor was liquid, and you feel the pain in your feet as you continue to walk. Your weight pressing your feet down onto each spike. In a way, it feels good, kind of like a deep reflexology treatment. Yet in the same way, it hurts. So deep in your muscles, your feet become sore. You stumble, your steps falter and stagger. The slower you walk, the more the hallway stretches, and I become further and further away from you. You realize the only way to get to me is to push through your pain. So you pick up the pace, you step faster and faster, and you begin to move closer, but the spikes get bigger and sharper. And you're hurting, and you stumble, and you fall. But you don't fall onto spikes. No. You fall onto the floor. You see that the spikes are behind you. There is only floor ahead of you. And that floor is there because I want you to crawl to me like the little bitch you are. And you crawl, your head up on your hands and knees. You're getting closer to me, but the texture of the floor is changing. It's becoming more akin to sandpaper. You feel it grating against your knees and the palms of your hands. You feel it abrading your skin. You feel a soreness start to creep in, but you know so deeply inside that you have to crawl faster. The only way to get to me is to endure, to prove that you're willing to crawl through anything to get to me. And as you crawl faster, you become clumsy, scraping your knees more, scraping your hands more. As the floor becomes coarser and coarser, you feel wet, and you wonder if it's sweat or if it's blood. But you don't take your eyes off the prize. You don't take your eyes off my feet. Where you're going to kneel, where you belong. You crawl faster still, and finally, the last small distance you complete, your knees and palms screaming in agony. But here you are, right where you're supposed to be. And you kneel before me. You place your forehead on my feet. And you feel the purest joy of submission fill you completely with a happiness and ecstasy that you never thought you'd ever feel. You're so happy. You're right where you belong. You want to stay here. You want to be here forever. This is a place you can come to again and again, kneeling before my feet, waiting for me to instruct you. Take a deep breath. Breathe that feeling in and suffuse it in every cell of your being. You've completed your journey. It's time to return to reality. You breathe in again, feeling the joy permeate your soul. And 3. Another deep breath, and you begin to feel the world around you, the chair you're sitting in. 2. Your eyes flutter open. You feel radiantly happy. And 1. Welcome back, little subby. Did you have a nice journey to submission?